It is bright out today. Hey, my name is Mike Harper. My site here on YouTube is Harper Explores. I've been considering doing something that I don't see on YouTube that I'd really like to see more information about. So during COVID, I went through and completely redid my lawn, front and back, with just completely took it down to nothing and started over again. And it took me a long time to figure out exactly what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it. And I thought there's got to be a simpler way. There's got to be a simpler way for people to make these decisions and then decide what they're going to do. So if you want to see that information, if you think that's important to you, if you think that would be great for the lawn care, the DIY lawn care community, I think I would like to tackle that. I honestly think that the knowledge that I have now, actually doing what I wanted to do and getting that work figured out and doing it, getting my hands dirty with it, some of my experience in agronomy can help. But if you have any want or need to hear more about that, I'd love to see some comments below what you'd like to know about lawn care, what you'd like to know about, oh, my lawn sucks, or I don't know what to do, where to get started. A lot of the things that I see people doing and making decisions with is just paralysis by overanalysis. Spending way too much time thinking it over and not wanting to make a mistake, being afraid to put down fertilizer because they don't want to burn their lawns. A lot of those decisions and things can be overcome with just a little bit of basic knowledge. So I think that there's a more simple way to honestly to graph it out, almost like a math, making decisions. Like this decision makes a quantity decision, then you go down the tree and you figure out where you want to be, and you can start at the bottom of the tree and figure out, okay, I want this low cut lawn, these are the decisions I need to make to get to that point, and these are the things I'm going to do, and then help you to budget for that. So, and then each decision within the tree heads you down a different direction, and then once you get down to the bottom and you know exactly where you want to be, this is how much it's going to cost me to do this per square foot to make this happen. There's so many choices between sod and seed and leveling and grass height and irrigation and all of those things that are out there that are really important. But before we get anywhere with any of that, the most important thing I think we need to start with is a residential lawn good for the environment? That's one thing I had a hard time making a decision on. And when I finally dug a little bit deeper than the information that's sort of deeper than sound bites, like you hear, I think it's, depending on where you are in your culture and who you have listened to in the past, a lot of people say something that I think has never been rebutted, which is grow food, not grass. That is kind of an old way of thinking, and there's so much new technology out there and so much new information out there that really is actually way worse for the environment than growing a lawn. So I'd like to get that information out to people so they can see how easy it is and how hard it might be to make these decisions a little bit easier, how we can make decisions more precise and help people to get into doing their own lawns more. COVID was a big thing for me. It really did make me decide. When we bought this house, the lawn was very, very traditional, but also mediocre kept. I mean, the people that owned it before did a decent job. They did the best that they could with the knowledge that they had, and they were homeowners, and they just sort of did the once a week mowing and all the things that they thought they needed to do. Use the standard Scott fertilizer for program and those things that they were taught or marketed to. But when it all boils down to it, I didn't like that type of yard, and I wanted something that met my needs and what I wanted, which was something more friendly to the foot. It was softer on your feet, you could play in. That was good for my daughter who loves to tumble, so she can go out on the grass. And I wanted something that was durable, that was easy on irrigation, that was a hardy grass that looked beautiful, and I could mow a lot shorter than the traditional 3.5 to 4 inch tall grass. So if that interests you, if that's something that you're interested in, I would love to give you more information. Or if there's other things you want to know about lawn care that you would like to someone to dig deeper into, I'd really like to know what that is. So once again, Mike Harper, Harper Explorers. I'm going to call this Harper Explorers Lawn Care. And if you have a home, or maybe it's a new house and you're like, I don't know what to do, I've never owned a lawn before, this is a great place for you to start. This is video number 1. Talk to you soon.